This conference will now be recorded.
Now, so in the last session, we have discussed about the relationships. So, what exactly the relationship? What is the use? And why should we go for the relationships in Salesforce? And instead of mapping the association, if I'm storing my whole application data inside a single table, then what kind of problems will get arised? And how to resolve those problems with the help of the relationships? And then what type of associations that we can map in Salesforce? And whenever we are mapping the association, what kind of steps that we need to follow? And what type of data types has been given by Salesforce in order to map the association we have discussed in the last session. Now, so now today we'll see each and every relationship one by one. So as part of that association, today we'll see the lookup association, what exactly the lookup association, how to map, and what kind of behaviors the lookup association provides. We'll see practically one by one. Now, so let's take a small use case. Configure the lookup relationship between the hiring manager and the position objects, and list out all the behaviors and observations. So this is my requirement. So for example, I have the two objects here. Because whenever if you want to map the association, first of all we need two objects. Now, inside my organization, I'm having the two objects are available. Okay, I have two objects are available. So what are those two objects? The first object is the position object, and the second one is the hiring manager object. So these are the two objects are available. So now, as of now, both these objects are independent. There is no relation between these two objects. Then how do we know whether these two are independent or associated? Just you can go to the schema builder. Okay, go to the schema builder and then place both the objects on the canvas. Now hiring manager object is visible over here. Let me place that position object also. Just to select that checkbox and then place both the objects side by side. Now tell me these two objects are independent or associated. These two are independent. There is no relation between these two objects here. Both are independent. Hiring manager is a separate object. Position is a separate object. Now I would like to map the association between these two objects here. Now, so now what kind of association that you would like to map? Lookup association. I would like to map the lookup relationship between these two objects, and then I would like to verify what are the various behaviors the lookup relationship will provides. Now, so now here in this case here, let's see how to map the association between these two objects. Now, so now whenever we are going to be mapping the association between the two objects, okay, whenever we are mapping the association between the two objects, we have to follow some two steps. Okay, we have to follow two steps. So what are those two steps? Now let's see here. Step one, that already we have discussed in the last session. Upon mapping the association, we have to follow two steps. First of all, we have to identify which one is the parent and which one is the child. Okay, we have to follow which object is the parent object, which object is the child object. See, yesterday we have discussed that. Upon mapping the association between the two objects, we have to follow two steps. The first one is we need to identify which object is the parent object, which object is the child object. It's a fundamental thing. Once you are done with the identification, then almost 80% of your job has been done. Remaining 20% is nothing but we have to map the association over here. Because identifying this parent object and the child object is purely based on your analysis. Okay? Purely based on your requirement, purely based on your analysis of your application. So we don't have any such rules in the IT industry, like if the object name is starting with this character, then this will be the parent table. If the object name is starting with this character, then this will be the child table. Not like that. We don't have any such kind of rules. So identifying the parent object and the child object is purely based on your analysis part only here. So analysis is very, very important as part of implementations. Now, so in this case, whenever we are mapping the association, first of all, we have to identify which one is the parent object, which one is the child object. Now, analyze and identify the parent and child objects. Analyze and identify the parent and child objects as a step one. So now tell me, from these two objects here, hiring manager and the position, which one is the parent object? Parent object and the child object. For example, assume that I'm a project manager. I'm a project manager. I'm handling a project. Okay, I'm handling a project for a specific client. So in my team, I have 10 members are there. Okay, in my team, I have 10 members are there. All are Java developers. Because I'm handling a project which is purely built upon Java programming, so that we have some 10 Java developers in my team. They're working very hard. The people are very technically very strong. And then they're working on the project since almost 1 year. Now the project is going on in healthy manner. There is no issues from the client side. Client is very happy with the deliverables. Now, from my 10 members of team, suddenly 2 members got resigned. Okay, 2 members got resigned because they got a very good opportunity in a different company with a good package. So 2 people got resigned. Now, this month end will be the last working day for these 2 members in submitting. From next month onwards, these 2 people will not be available in submitting. Then what we can do? So once these 2 people got relieved from the team, then do I need to continue the project with the 8 members of team? No, I can't continue, because whatever the requirements that we have, okay, which we are implementing for the client, for those requirements we need 10 members mandatorily. I can't continue the project with 8 members of team, because here the requirements are very huge. So many requirements are there. If I am running the project with 8 members, then at that time these 8 members will be getting fully loaded. These people will be overloaded with the requirements. They can't manage. It will be difficult to run the project. So that here we have decided, so we need to recruit the 2 more Java developers who is having some minimum 4 years of experience, so that they can work on my team, so that here we can replace these 2 positions. Once these 2 members got relieved from the team, Then I would like to replace these two positions with the new resources. For that one, I have the two Java developers requirement. Nothing but there is a open positions are there inside my team that I need two Java developers who are having some minimum 4 years of experience. Now, now tell me, to whom do I need to assign this responsibility? As a project manager, do I need to take care of the recruitment process? No, because as a project manager, I'm having my own work. I'm responsible to a client for a specific project deliverable so that I'm busy with my work. Then who will take care of this recruitment process for the two new resources? For that one, we have to assign this position responsibility to HR people. Because to recruit that new employees in two new employees, we have to contact the HR people. No, we have to inform to the HR people that we need two Java developers who are having some minimum 4 years of experience and who can able to join within some 15 days of time. So in this case here, once we have given this information to the HR people, then the HR people will start contacting the various candidates. They will schedule the interviews, and then once the candidates got selected, they will hire those people inside my team. So that means what here? I need to assign this responsibility to my hiring managers. That means to the HR people. So that whatever the positions are available, these positions I would like to assign to the HR people. That means hiring manager. So between these two objects, I would like to map the association. These positions I'm assigning to the HR people. Now tell me, from these two objects, which one is the parent, which one is the child? Is the hiring manager is parent or child? Or is the position is parent or child? Which one? Once you are done with the analysis, then almost 80% is done. Hmm. In this case here, now tell me, for a HR person, how many positions can I assign? Only one or multiple? Multiple also. Because my company is a small company, you're having some 100 employees are there, but I'm having only one HR person. Okay, I'm having only one HR person inside my company. So today we need some Java developers. So this position I'm assigning to that HR person. Tomorrow I need testing people, nothing but software test engineers. So that position also we are assigning to the same person here. So the same HR person has to recruit the candidate for this position also. Day after tomorrow we need some Oracle developers. At that time, that position also we are assigning to the same person here. That means what? For one person, we are assigning the multiple positions. For one HR person, we are assigning the multiple positions. So that in this case here, what will happen? Whenever we are mapping the association, one should be acting as a parent, second should be acting as a child. So that here, which one is the parent, which one is the child? In this case, hiring manager will be the parent object because here one hiring manager can handle the recruitment of the multiple positions. Now this is the child here. That means here a parent can have multiple childs. Based on that assumption, based on that scenario, here also I'm mapping the association between the hiring manager and the position, where hiring manager will be the parent and the position will be the child. So we can assign the multiple positions responsibility to the HR person, single HR person itself. So that here I'm going to making this hiring manager as a parent and the position as a child. Now let's see. The parent object is the hiring manager and the child object is the position. This is the first step. Now step 2. And what we need to do? Map the association. What kind of association that we need to map? As part of my requirement, I need to map the lookup relationship over here. So now, map the lookup relationship between the two objects. Then how to map the lookup relationship over here? Now creating the association means what? Creating one additional field. Nothing but we have to go to the child object. In the child object, we have to create one relationship field, nothing but one association field, which is having the relation with that parent object. That already we have discussed that. In the previous session, we have discussed that As a second step, we need to map the association from child to parent. So that here, create a referral relationship field inside my child object, which should be associating with the parent object here. That's it. Simple steps. Now, so who is the parent object and who is the child object now? Child object is position. Now, in this case here, that is create a lookup relationship field because here I need to map the lookup relationship. Lookup relationship data type field inside the position object, which should be associated with the hiring manager object. That's it. Then how to map the association, then what kind of behaviors it will provide, we'll see practically over here. So whenever we are mapping the association here, okay, whenever we are mapping the association, then how to map the association, we'll see practically now. Now, so let's see here. So how to map this association and then what kind of functionalities are available, we'll see practically. Now, let's go to the Salesforce instance. So before mapping the association, because right now these two are independent objects over here. So let me go to that, the objects. Let me open that objects and we'll see the records. Hiring manager. Hiring manager object here. So which is having some records. Nothing but hiring manager is a parent object, which is having the hiring manager detail. Nothing but one record is available, that is Rajesh Kumar. It is showing only that the name. So let me show you the remaining columns also by using the edit columns. You know that concept over here. I would like to show the location name, contact number, email address. Now let me save this. So these are the four values are available. For this, one HR person is available, that is with the name some Rajesh Kumar. Now let me create some more positions also, some more HRs also. I'm having some more HRs, some Swati, some contact number, location is some Hyderabad, email ID swati@some gmail.com. And I'm creating one more. The one more is some Sridhar, contact number, some value, location some Chennai, email ID sridhar@gmail.com. And I'm creating one more. Some Atul Bhasil, contact number, some value, and the location is some Bangalore, email ID some atul@some gmail.com. So these are the four HR people are available inside my team. In my HR department, these are the four HR persons are available here. Okay. So these are the four HR persons are there inside my organization. Now, let's go to the position object. Here also already we are having some position records are available. So many position records are available. Okay, both the objects are having both the objects are having that records. So parent object is also having its own records. Child object is also having its own records. Now let me try to map the association. How to map the association between these two objects? Now let's see practically. So upon mapping the association, go to the child object, that is positions. Expand the first start and quick access menu because mapping the association means what? Simply creating one additional field. Simple concept. Okay, simple concept. Mapping the relationship between the two objects means creating one relationship field. Where? In the child object. That's it. Okay. So that here, just to directly go to that, the child object, create one field. How to create the field? You know that. Nothing new. Okay, how to create the field, you know that here. It's not a new thing. Already we have discussed how to create the object, how to create the field, everything you know that. So now, let's go to that view fields. Go to the custom fields and relationships section. Go to the custom fields and relationships section. Click on new button because I would like to create a new field. What type of field that you want to create? So now we have so many data types are available. So now these data types already we have discussed. Now let's come to the relationship data types here. So these are the various relationship data types are available over here. We have lookup relationship, master detail, external lookup relationship here. Now, as part of my requirement, what I want to do, I would like to map that lookup association between these two objects over here. So that select the data type as lookup. So that I would like to select the data type as lookup relationship. Now select that. Select the lookup relationship data type. Now click on next button. Now select the parent object here. Which one is the parent object? So now position is the child and then hiring manager is the parent. So select the parent object as hiring manager over here. Now click on next button. Remaining process is same, but some additional options are available. I will show you. Field name. I'm giving the field name as some position ID. Okay, field name is position ID here. Now, when you come down here, you will be having some options are available. Required checkbox. Okay, so whenever I'm creating this field is not a mandatory. Okay, but this field is not a mandatory. It is an optional field. So if you want to mandatory, okay, if you want to make this field mandatory, then we have to select this required checkbox here. Next, here you will be having two options are available. Clear the value of this field and then don't allow deletion of the lookup record that is part of the lookup relationship. Two radio buttons are available here. This is the first one, second one. By default, first one has been selected here. Suppose, for example, if I'm selecting this checkbox, observe what will happen. Automatically, the selection will be swapping from this one to the second one. See, when I select this checkbox, automatically the selection has been swapped. Okay, now. So I don't want to select these checkboxes here. I don't want to change this one. I'm continuing with as it is. What are the options they have given to me? I will go to these options as it is. I'm not changing anything here. I will come back to these options again. So I will come back to these options again. So now let's click on next button. Now, make the field to be get visible to all the profile users by selecting the visible checkbox. Go to the next. Go to the next. Make it save. I'm creating this relationship. Now, my field has been created. So now once you verify this, now this is a field which I have created over here. Okay. So this is a field which I have created. And then this is the field data type, lookup relationship data type here with hiring manager object. Okay, with hiring manager object here. Now, so let's go to the schema builder. Refresh this user interface now. Now it is indicating here. See, these two are independent and these two are having any association. Okay, these two are having some relation. Now tell me what type of relation that we have. Lookup. Fine. Lookup is a relationship here. But now tell me, so now whether we are having one-to-many association or one-to-one association or many-to-many association or what? So in this case here, when you observe this one, now hiring manager is the parent. Okay, this is the parent object here. This is a child object. Now tell me, whenever between the parent and the child, what kind of association that we have? Always one-to-many. That means one parent can have multiple childs also. So that one hiring manager should be associated with multiple positions. That means multiple position responsibility can be taken care by a single HR person. So in this case here, it is starting like that. Now let's see this link over here. Now this link is starting like as one over here. The link is starting like as a single, like as one. Whenever it is reaching to that position, it is having that many. This symbol is what? Many symbol. So that here, between this hiring manager and the position, we are having one to many association. That means one parent record can be associated with multiple childs. So in this case, what we have observed, when coming to the lookup association, lookup relationship will provides one to many association by default. Okay, lookup relationship will provides one to many association by default. Now that means a parent record can be associated with one or more number of childs. That possibility is there. Next, what is the second observation we had? The second observation is whenever I'm mapping the association between the two objects, by that time position object is already having some records, are right? Yes. So that when coming to the lookup association can be applicable on the child object which is already having some child records also. Even though the child object is having some records inside this, lookup association will be applicable. That is a second observation. Now, let me give you the observations over here. The thing about the functionalities. What kind of functionalities this lookup association provides? Now we'll see here one by one. The observations. The first one. Lookup relationship provides one-to-many association between the two objects by default. That is, a parent record can be associated with one or more child records. A parent record can be associated with one or more child records. This is the first observation we had. Now, second one, lookup relationship can be applicable on the child object which is already having the child records. Inside it. Okay. So here's the second observation that we had. Second observation is lookup relationship can be applicable on the child object which is already having some records. Even though the child object is having some child records inside this, then lookup relationship can be applicable on these objects over here. Now, the third observation, let's see. So these are the two objects are there, hiring manager and the position, but now these two are not independent, these are associated. So generally from where to where we need to map the association always. Association can be applicable always from child to parent. Okay, always can be associating from child to parent here. Now, so now when you place the mouse pointer over here, it is indicating lookup relationship from position to hiring manager. So that association should be always mapped from child to parent. That's what only here in the real world also, whenever I'm going to my relative's house, they will recognize me because of my parents. Like as this person is belongs to so and so, like this person is a son of so and so, or she is a daughter of so and so, or she is a wife of so and so. That means they will recognize you because of your parents. So because you are looking like as your father, you are looking like as your mother, because we are acquiring so many properties of from our parents, like as face cut, like as eyes, color, height, and the surname. All these things we are acquiring from the parents only. So because of that only here, there are some relations are available. There is some similarities are there. So that here always they will recognize you because of your parents. Now, So now here in this case, always association has to be getting mapping from child to parent always, not from parent to child. Now, next one. So now the third observation, let's see. For example here, so hiring manager is my parent object now and the position is child. For example, as a project manager today, I'm having a requirement. Like I need some two Java developers. Okay, I need some two Java developers in my team because from the current team of 10 members, 2 members got resigned. So I need two Java developers. So that I would like to create this position details and I would like to assign this position responsibility to one of the HR person. So click on this positions tab, click on the new button. Okay, click on the new button. So now whenever when you click on the new button, I have to provide the position name, how many number of vacancies are available, for which location the position is associated, position status. And this is the relationship field which we have created. That means who is the HR person to whom you are going to be assigning this position responsibility. Okay? To whom you are assigning this position responsibility. That means who is that HR person taking care of recruiting the candidates for this position. For example, inside my organization, in my HR team, I'm having some 4 HR people are available here. Okay, I have some 4 HR people are available. Who are those HR people? So these are the 4 HR people are available. One is Atul, second one is Sridhar, Swati, and the Rajesh. These are the 4 HR people are available inside my company who are taking care of recruiting the candidates for the position. So now from this 4, to whom you want to assign this position responsibility, so that we can select that hiring manager as well. So that here, now as soon as when you try to create the position record, nothing but the child record, so now it is asking you to select the hiring manager, nothing but the HR person to whom you want to assign this position responsibility. So for that one, it is providing a lookup field. This icon is called as a lookup icon. This is called as lookup icon. So in this case, now tell me, this field is an optional field or mandatory field? Optional, because here there is no red color bar symbol available with this field here. It's a simply like as a normal field. There is no red color bar. That means this is not a mandatory field. This is an optional. So that means what here? This is the lookup field. So lookup field is an optional. That means what here? In lookup association, upon creating the position means what? Child record. Upon creating the child, do I need to select the HR person mandatorily? No, because this is what optional. You may select, you may not select. It's up to you. It's your choice. That means what? Upon creating the child record, selecting the parent is not mandatory. Selecting the parent is always optional. That means what? In lookup association, okay, in lookup association, lookup field is always optional field. It's not a mandatory field. Okay, lookup field is always an optional field. It's not a mandatory field. So that means what? Child record can be associated with a parent or child record cannot be associated with a parent. So, in lookup association, the fundamental phenomena, the basic fundamental principle of lookup association is child record, okay, child record can live without a parent also. Okay, child record can live without a parent also. That means whenever we are having the child and the parent objects at that time, child record may be associated with the parent or may not be associated. It's up to you. Okay, it's up to you. Now, in this case, here is the fundamental phenomena of the lookup association. So, in lookup association, upon creating the child record, selecting the parent record name is not mandatory. It is simply an optional. So that child record may be associated with a parent and then may not be associated with a parent also. It's the third observation now. Now, let's make a note of this one. The third observation. If you know one relationship completely, then the remaining options, the remaining relationships are very, very simple for you, nothing else. In lookup relationship, lookup field is an optional field. That means what? That is, upon creating the child record, selecting the parent record is an optional. Hence, the child record may or may not be associated with the parent. Here's the third observation. So now in lookup association, lookup field is an optional field. So this is not a mandatory field. So upon creating the child record, we may select the parent or we may not select the parent because it's not mandatory here, it's an optional. It's up to you. Depends upon your need. We may select, you may not select. This is the third observation. Next, for example, I'm creating a position record here, like some Java senior developers. How many vacancies are available? Some 4 vacancies. For example, some 2 vacancies here. Location is for some Hyderabad. Position status some new. I'm giving the open data as today's date, and the position close date is this month, 30th or 31st. 31st will be the close date. Nothing but by this date, we need the 2 resources. Minimum salary we can offer is some 10 lakhs, and the maximum salary we can offer as some 13 lakhs. This is the budget for our position. HR email ID I'm giving like as some Santosh @ gmail.com. And HR's contact number. I have entered the HR contact number here. Position description. I'm indicating that required 4+ years of experience in Java development. Now, should have the experience on enterprise Java development, enterprise application development by using core Java and advanced Java. So this is my position description. Skills required is I'm indicating that. I'm indicating that required 4+ years of experience in Java development. And then should have hands-on experience in core Java, advanced Java, J2E, Oracle, and the SQL Server. And should be able to manage a team of 5 members. Should be able to manage a team of 5 members. Should be a certified Java developer. Should be a certified Java developer. So that I need that certified candidates only. So that I'm making it as highlighted. So this is my position requirement. Now, so now tell me this position should be assigned to whom? To a HR person. How can we select that HR person detail? Just to go to your relationship field which you have created. This is the lookup field which you have created, which is having that lookup option. Now click on this lookup icon. Now it is populated dialog box. This is called as a lookup dialog. Okay. Now this dialog box is called as a lookup dialog. So what it will populate? It is populating all the parent records information. Parent records means what? Hiring managers information. So whatever the hiring manager records are available, those will be getting visible to you over here one by one. So now like as Atul Bhasil and then Sridhar Swati, Rajesh Kumar. So these are the four HR persons are available inside my hiring manager object, so that these four records names will be getting populating over here. But now here from this one, we need to select any one of the person, because a position responsibility can be assigned to a HR person over here. So that here, I would like to assign this position responsibility to like some Swati. Swati will be the parent. That means here Swati will be the HR person for this position here. So that I'm selecting some Swati. So now Swati here. Now this is a lookup field. So now whenever I'm going to be selecting that parent record name is getting visible. But internally what it will store name of the parent? No, it will store the ID of that parent record. That means it will store the ID of the Swati record. Whatever the Swati record is available, that record's ID will be storing inside this field automatically by default. Why? Because is if it is storing the name inside that, suppose for example, I have two HR people are available with the same name Swati. One person is working for Hyderabad location, second person is working for the Bangalore location. At that time, how can we differentiate? If it is storing the name Swati, then to which Swati we have assigned this position responsibility, to the Bangalore Swati or to the HR Hyderabad Swati? We don't know. There is a conflict. For that one, upon selecting the parent here, okay, upon selecting the parent, it will store the ID of the parent record, not the name. Okay, always, but it will be looking like as the name, but internally it will be collecting the ID. That ID will be storing inside this. Okay, now, click on save button here. So this is the position responsibility here. This is the position information. These are the details of the position over here. This position has been assigned to whom? To the Swati. Now once you click on this Swati, nothing but Swati is the parent and the position is the child. Okay, Java senior developer position is a child. Now let's go to the Swati record here. Go to my hiring manager object, open the Swati record. Once you open the Swati record, it will populate what are the positions has been assigned to Swati. And when you come to the below, at the bottom, you will be able to see that this is the related list over here. Now the related list. Now it is indicating here for Swati, we have assigned a position that is called as Java Senior Developer. This is the position record ID, and then this is the name of the location of the position. This is the position status, maximum budget, milestone date, and the number of vacancies. The whole information will be getting visible to you over here. So that means what here for the Swati we have is in this position. So suppose if you want to know for a parent what childs are available, simply open that parent record. When you come down, we can able to see the associated childs also. That means for the Swati, Swati is the parent, Swati is the HR person. Now for Swati, we have assigned one position responsibility, that is Java Senior Developers over here. So this is how we can able to verify the information inside this. So both parent and child records are associated now. So when coming to the Swati here, so for Swati we have assigned one position responsibility. Now let's go to that here. There is a Java senior developer position. So now as a suppose that for example I am a project manager. Today just now I have created the Java senior developers position where I'm having some requirement of two senior Java developers in my team. So I have created this position and then I have assigned this position responsibility to Swati. So Swati will be taking care of recruiting the candidates for that position. That means Swati is a HR person here. Now, since 1 year, okay, since 1 year, whenever I'm having any position, then I'm assigning to the Swati. Because Swati is very efficient HR team member, so she is recruiting the candidates very fastly. So today we have assigned this position responsibility also to the Swati. Just now I got that information. Just now I got the information. Swati got already resigned. Okay, Swati has already resigned to the company. Tomorrow will be the last working day for Swati in my company. So Swati got already resigned. So tomorrow will be the last date for Swati in my company. From tomorrow onwards, Swati will not be available inside this company so that she can't take up the recruitment of one position here. Then what we can do? We have totally 4 HR persons are available. From this one, Swati got resigned. So then what we can do? To whom do we need to assign this position responsibility? In this case, we have to assign this position responsibility to some other HR person because we have some more HR persons are also there, like as Sridhar is also there, Rajesh is also there, Atul is also there. So that we need to assign this position responsibility to any one of that HR person here. So now here in this case, what needs to be done? Whenever we are going to be having that parent record and the child record. Now, what I need to do? So now, whenever I have assigned this position responsibility to the Swati, now Swati has sent an email notification. So to Swati got already resigned because he got a job in a different company, and then she is going to be joining to the company here. So that here tomorrow is the last working day for Swati in my company. Then what I need to do here? So now as a project manager, I want to assign this my position responsibility to some other HR person because this HR person will not be available. So that I need to assign to some other person. Then what we can do here? Just you can go to this field, double click on this. I want to assign to a different person. So remove this name, click on this lookup icon. Select that HR person to whom you want to assign. I'm selecting like a some Rajesh. Okay, I'm selecting like a some Rajesh. Because here Swati got resigned, so Swati can't able to take up my position's responsibility, so I'm assigning this position responsibility to Rajesh. Now click on save. Now my record has been saved successfully. Now tell me previously who is the parent of my position record? Because position is the child and the hiring manager is the parent here. Now who is the hiring manager previously? Nothing but who is the parent previously? Swati. Now who is the parent now? Rajesh Kumar. So Rajesh will be the parent right now. Rajesh is taking care of recruiting the candidates for my position right now. So that here in this case, what happened? What we did previously, we have that Swati is the parent, but now we have changed that parent to Rajesh Kumar. That means you can change the parent also. That means whenever your child record has been getting created, then at any point of time you can reparent the child. That means what do you mean by reparenting option? Reparenting in the sense once a child record has been assigned to a parent, then at any point of time we can change the parent also. We can change the parent also over here. Because I'm assigning some responsibility to a person one, but he's unable to take up that, so I can assign to the person two also. Because we are having some more persons to whom I need to assign. Now in this case, we can able to change the parent of a child record as well. That possibility is available to you. So that when coming to the lookup association provide the reparenting option by default. Okay, reparenting option. Reparenting means what? Changing the parent of the child record. So in this case here, when coming to the Salesforce, once a child record has been getting created, then at any point of time we can able to change the parent of the child record. The possibilities available. So this is the functionality of the reparenting option in lookup relationship. Now, let me make that note point here. The fourth observation. The fourth observation is lookup relationship provides the reparenting option by default. That is, once a child record has been created, then at any point of time, we can change the parent of the child record to some other parents. That possibility is available. So once a child record has been created by selecting a parent, then at any point of time we can change the parent record also. That possibility is available. Now, next, the next observation. For example, I'm having the parent record. Now let's go to the hiring manager. Open that Rajesh Kumar record. Now that record has been assigned to the Rajesh Kumar. So that Rajesh Kumar is going to be taking care of the responsibility of this particular position over here. For Swati here, automatically Swati will not be having any position. So open the Swati record. Swati will not be having any position, so that this will be empty over here. Now, so now here in this case, for example, so let's go to that, the hiring manager. Now we are having that hiring manager Rajesh Kumar. So now we are having that hiring manager Rajesh Kumar. So now Rajesh Kumar is handling one position, that is Java senior developers. Now tell me, if I'm removing this Rajesh Kumar record, then what about this child? That means what I'm doing, I'm removing the parent record. Then whenever I'm deleting a parent record, what about this associated child? Now this concept is not new. It's exactly similar like as your human being relationships. For example, we have the two persons, a father and a son. If the father has been passed away, if the father has been expired, then what about this son? Son will also will expire automatically? No, right? He will be there as it is. Only father will be getting deleted. Like the similar way here also, whenever I'm having a parent record and a child record, so upon removing the parent, only the parent record will be getting removed, child records will be getting existed as it is inside our object. Okay, child records will be existed as it is. Now, let me tell you here, let me show you practically. So I'm removing this parent record here. So that go to that Rajesh Kumar, it is a parent, and the position will be the child over here. So click on delete button. Okay. Now I have removed that parent record. That means Rajesh Kumar has been removed over here. Let's go to the positions. See, senior Java developer position is available or not? Yes, record is available as it is. Now in this case here, inside that lookup field, what about the value? The value has been cleared out. Okay, the value has been cleared out. Previously it is having that value like as a Rajesh Kumar, but now this value has been cleared out. So that whenever I'm removing the parent record in lookup association, only the parent record will be getting removed, child records will be existed as it is. So that here, upon removing the parent record, inside that child of the child record, the lookup field will be getting cleared out. That means whatever that parent record ID has been stored over here, that value will be getting cleared out. This value will be making it as null automatically by default. It will make it as null. So here is the functionality here. Now, let's make a note of this observation. The fifth observation. Upon removing the parent record, only the parent record will get removed from the object. Child record will not get removed. Okay, child record will not get removed. And it will just clear the value of the lookup field. And it will just clear the value of the lookup field. This is the functionality over here as part of this lookup association. Next one. So now here, it's a common question in every interview now, in every interview as well. Now, so now how many lookup relationships that we can have for an object here? For example, assume that. So assume that I'm having a parent object here. There is a parent object. For example, some parent or some object one. And I'm having some more objects also. And these are the object two. object 3, object 4. 4 objects are available. Now, for example, I'm having one more object. This is object. Some object 5. Object 5. Now, here in this case, as of now, we have mapped the association between these two objects here. Okay, we have mapped the association from where to where, from object 5 to object 1. So now here, object 1 is a parent, object 5 is a child. So this is a parent object. And then this is the child object. This is a child object. By using some lookup association. By using some lookup relation. Now, so now tell me, can I map the association between these two objects also? Where I would like to map the lookup relationship from the object 5 to object 3. That means I would like to make this object 3 as the parent and then object 5 as a child. Can I map? Yes, that is also possible. Now tell me, you can raise a question. Sir, can I map this association also? Like as object 5 to object 4. Where I would like to make this object 4 as a parent, object 5 as a child. This is a parent and this is a child. Now tell me, for the object 5, how many parents are available right now? This is the first one, this is the second one, this is the third one. Like that, how many parents we can have? Now, in lookup association, a child object can have maximum of 40 parent objects. That is the limitation given by Salesforce. Okay. In the lookup association, a child object can be associated with maximum of 40 parent objects. So now to map this association, we have created one lookup relationship field. And to map this one, second lookup relationship field we need to create. For the third one, we need to create one more. Like that here, how many lookup relationship fields we need to create? We can create maximum of 40. That is a limitation. That means a child object can be associated with maximum of 40 parent objects with lookup association type. So that here, an object can have maximum of 40 lookup relationship fields. This is the limitation over here. Now, let me give you the note point here. An object can have, that means a child object. A child object can have maximum of 40 lookup relationship fields. That is, a child record can be associated with maximum of 40 parent records. This is a functionality here. Okay, so these are few observations of lookup association. Tomorrow we'll see few more observations of lookup, and then we'll move forward to that two more features called as lookup dialog configuration and then we'll see the concept of lookup filter configuration. Okay. So we'll see these two features in tomorrow's session, along with that continuation of the lookup here, because we are having few more observations are available as part of lookup. We'll see in tomorrow's session, and then we'll see that lookup and the lookup filters and the lookup dialogues, and then we'll move forward to the master data association.
Because I missed Saturday's class, if we can upload videos, it would be helpful.
Yeah, sure. I will do that.
Thank you.
Today I will upload that. Okay.